All right, good morning. This morning we're going to be talking about distributive property, and I really like distributive property, even though honestly it's hard for me too, because when I grew up doing math, they never taught me distributive property. All right, but this is going to help you with mental math and math problems that you have a hard time figuring out. Those multiplication problems that are hard, it's going to make it a little bit easier. All right, so our objective today is I can distribute numbers. When you think about distribution, I want you to think about like a UPS driver or a mailman. They get a whole truckload of packages or a whole bag full of mail. They walk and they distribute the mail to different houses. They distribute the package to different houses. That's distribution, okay? At Christmas time, my son sits by the Christmas tree and he passes out the gifts to who they belong to. He distributes those gifts. So this is kind of the same way. Sometimes you can distribute numbers. Now, before you watch this video, you should watch the Khan Academy video. And the links will be on Schoology, but they're also right here, all right? So if you can't find it, go on Khan Academy and just simply type in the search bar, distributive property. And you will find 2 great videos on how to do distributive property. And I want you to watch those before we move on, because they're going to be really helpful, all right? Once you've watched that, let's go on to the next thing here. I've got a whole mess load of pizzas and drinks, all right? This is a nightmare, okay? If I was a waitress, I'd be crying right now. When I go out to a restaurant with my family, we usually think about what we want to order and then we order all at the same time. For example, my husband likes to eat a lot of Supreme pizzas and my kids will only eat pepperoni. So when we order, we'll order 1 Supreme pizza, 1 pepperoni pizza, and 5 drinks, okay? But we wouldn't say, I want half a Supreme pizza and a soda, and half of a pepperoni pizza and a soda, and half of a Supreme pizza and a soda, and half a pepperoni and 2. We wouldn't order it that way because honestly, she'd get mad at us, right? So we try and think about what we want. When we order things together, okay? So all those things that were distributed, all those ideas that were distributed, we bring them together and we chunk them into whole pieces. So if you think about this, I want you to think about the sodas as x's. So I wrote this equation right here, and it says 3x plus 1y plus 2x, and hopefully you can see it. There we go. Plus 3y, all right? I want you to think about all these drinks as x's, and I want you to think about all the pizzas as the y. So if we were going to order, we got to put these drinks and pizzas together so we don't make our waitress mad, all right? There's another pizza over here. So now, if you take your x's and add them together, 3x plus 2x is 5x. 3 plus 2 is 5, and you just keep the x. So we have 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Same thing here with the y's. We have 1y and 3y's, which 1 plus 3 is 4, and you just keep the y. 1y, 2y, 3y, 4y's. And that's how it works. If you have something that's all over the place, you can combine like things and keep them together. And then it's a lot easier to order and or add. See, this problem looks super complicated. You look at all these letters, you're like, holy cow, I can't figure this out. But if you learn to just combine what's together, there's no answer for this. There's nothing here that we can solve. Your answer would have been simply 5x plus 4y. That is your answer. You're not solving anything. You don't have to figure anything out. That's it. And it was super hard for me when I was in middle school is to realize that not every problem had an exact solution. All right? So keep that in mind. And let's go on here and see what's next. All right. What would this expression be for pizzas and sodas? It looks like I've labeled them all x's and y's for you to make it a little bit easier. I want you to take a minute and see if you can write the plus sign if you were going to order how many x's plus how many y's. Go ahead and pause this video until you think you have a solution. I'm gonna give you the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, if you said, that is not right at all, what did I do wrong here? You're right. I did 3y plus 3y. That's not right. That should be an x. 3x, I have 3 sodas. Come down, pizza. 3 sodas. I have 3 y's. 3x plus 3 y's. All right? All right. We don't need to do the warm-up. We're going to skip right over that. All right. I'm going to be taking a pause for a second. I'm going to put up the Glencoe pages that we're going to do together. And so this was just an introduction on how to take a bunch of things that are apart and put them back together. In just a minute, we're going to be going over Glencoe pages. So you're going to click on the next video that says Glencoe lesson, and you're going to continue on from there. Have a great day.